ladies, make us want to spend time with you. Make us want to give you attention the same way we make you want to fuck us. You feel me? I was just listening to Patrice O'Neal. And if you don't listen to him, you really should. Dude's a genius. You probably know him from comedy. He's funny as hell too. But just on relationship, just female, male, the dynamic. I mean, he's a genius. He's a genius when it comes to that type of thing. And he was just literally just saying pretty much like, women are so entitled these days. It's like they feel like they just wake up and it's just like, all right, your dude or the dude that's pursuing you or whatever, the dude you're with is just supposed to automatically do shit for you because you exist. You feel me? And that makes no sense. And back in the day when we had true marriages and true love and all that stuff, there was a give and take. It was give and take. That woman took care of her man, play her part. And that man took care of his woman and his family, played his part, give and take. Now it's just like the women of today have been taught to take. And then when you look around, you got 80% of black women, 75-80% of black women are single. And you got like a 70-75% divorce rate overall. And they did a poll. If you get married after a 10-year span, I believe the percentages, you're looking at about a 90% ratio, a 90% chance that you will get a divorce. Yes, I just thought that was kind of, on point. And, it's like, me personally, I don't date, I don't chase women, don't go after women. Primarily because I have, I'm good on that. Like, I'm good. I have, a good woman in my life. But even if I were, out here, like, even if I were out here like that, I still wouldn't, just because it's a different place. Like, it's not the same. These women are not like, my mom, because actually that's kind of where the buck stopped right there, in that era. So I was lucky to have a natural woman as a mom to kind of build off on. So even though I made bad decisions as a young adult, young male, chose wrong and all that kind of stuff, chose the wrong type of women, once I really started to mature and understand who I was, I just kind of went back to that prototype, my mom, and I would go back to the old music, the old Motown stuff, and listen to how women, sang about their men, and the men sang about their women and how much they loved them and they want them to come back, can't live without them, can't breathe without them. See, back then, that's when marriage was apropos. Nowadays, it's like, it's all about, well, firstly, the system is set up to destroy the male. Like, you get married and the female can decide she's bored or whatever, which happens often because most women, when they get married, they marry an ideal. From when they're babies, Snow White and Cinderella and all these things are put in their face to condition and brainwash them. So, they grow up with entitlement and they grow up with this image, which is not a real one. And so they marry based on these things that were forced upon them. And a lot of times, a lot of times, lost my thought, y'all. A lot of times, the women don't want to be married anyway. They just don't know who they are. But like I said, again, they've been taught a certain way from the very beginning. And then the society and, social media, etc., they push this feminine thing, with this feminism thing, which actually takes away a woman's femininity. You feel me? And men aren't attracted to that. Men don't want aggressive women. Men don't want a woman who can't be submissive. Men don't want a woman who can't really love him. You feel what I'm saying? Then you get these women too as well, our women today, It's like shit. By the time they hit 25, 30, shit. I mean, it's like, you don't even want to know the body count. So now you're dealing with women with a damaged womb, you know? And, you know, when you have all those spirits going in and out, now, the whole purpose of sex, there's, when you have sex, when you connect, when the man enters the womb, there's fluids and it's things that happen in there, and I can't explain that. You know, I can't go off the top and explain that in an educated manner, but there are things that go on when you enter that woman that makes the woman connect with that man. You feel what I'm saying? It's you know, it's by design. And when you have this guy, then that guy, this guy, now that womb is holding all these many spirits, and what happens is the womb gets immune to that. The body gets immune to that. The womb gets immune to that. So it makes it to you where you can't attach yourself to that man that you're supposed to attach to by design, because that womb is damaged. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and it's so apparent. Like sometimes I'll just sit back and just watch, you know, women, how they act in public, how they act on social media, man, and they're crazy. You know, they're crazy. They're totally off center. You know, and I guarantee you, it's all those partners, different partners, those different spirits in you. And you know, I always got to throw the food in there. There's also that food, man. I done said it's a few times I done walked to McDonald's, man, and black female is about to go through the plexiglass over a milkshake, or you know what I'm saying, like, because the milkshake, they wasn't on time with the milkshake. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's a sickness, man. That's a sickness. So anyway, just kind of made me think about, that Patrice O'Neal just kind of made me think about that. You know, it's like, you know, women get with men, and we played a part in that shit, you know, because our moms taught us to feed into that entitlement. You know, they didn't know any better either. You know, girls are sugar and spice and everything's nice. Yeah, whatever. You feel me? Get the hell out of here. You feel me? But yeah, so yeah, that's all I wanted to speak on. Yeah, my guy Patrice, you know, kind of got that thought going. You know, it's like, you know, women come to the table, and 9.8 times out of 10, you know, you coming to the table with your pussy, like, you know, no substance, no intellect, like, you know, things you're into, like, what are you into, like, you know what I'm saying? But you bring with that male, you know, you got the logic, you know, you got the intellect, the creation, the protector, you feel me? The provider. You know, a woman cannot provide. They can't do the things we can do. If y'all knew how I grind it and the shit I do out here, and I'm sure other men do the same thing, but a woman can't do what I do. You feel me? On no level. So we're just bringing two different things to the table, and we've been taught and tricked to believe that the woman is the prize, and that's not the case. I mean, look at the animals. Look at the animals. Look at the male lion, female lion. You know, the female lion just look all plain, but how does that male lion look? That big old mane, that beautiful mane. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the peacocks. The male peacock is the most beautiful, you know, peacock. You know, with all the colors. The female peacock is the plain one. You understand what I'm saying? So, not saying one is better than the other, but as far as what's brought to the table in the human species, I mean, there's no comparison. There's no comparison. But that's why, by design, the woman is supposed to be the man's helpmate, or helpmeet. You know, the woman was designed to be the man's helper, not his adversary. That's like a female lion grabbing her girls, and they're like, shit, we about to go whoop these male lions' asses. Well, shit, you only need about one male. Bring as many girls as you want. They ain't gonna do shit with that male lion. You feel me? Or like the kangaroos, for example. The male kangaroos are like 10 fucking feet. You know what I'm saying? So the females, you know, 5-6 feet or whatever. Okay, so, you know, she go grab her group of girls, and, you know, fuck that. We can do what they do. No, you can't do what they do. You understand what I'm saying? No, you can't do what they do. You feel me? And that's why our communities are shit. Black communities are shit. You understand what I'm saying? Because that male, that protector, has been pushed out of there. You feel me? He's been pushed out of there by that, by the system, but the woman allowed that. You feel me? The woman allowed that, and plays a part, and still plays a part in that. And the sad part is that they don't see it, and they won't see it till it's too late. And actually, it's already too late. All right, y'all. It's your boy YL.